Hello, everyone. I'm Syed, and it's a pleasure to have you all join us for another exciting episode of LinkedIn Live series, Low Code Perspectives. This series is truly special as we invite tech enthusiasts and industry experts to share their insights, experiences, and thoughts to delve into the world of low code platforms. So, as part of a Creators Developers Month celebration this month, this September, we have Ruben, who is the founder of VRBC Technologies. Hi, Ruben. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you so much, Ruben. So, before we move on to the discussion, could you please introduce yourself to the audience or what you do at your organization?
Hello, everyone. My name is Ruben. I work at the ARBRC Technologies. We are a Zoho applications development company. We build apps on Zoho Creator platform and deliver solutions to all sorts of clients. And we have been in business for over 10 years now. Nice to meet you all.
Thank you so much, Ruben. So, as you said, you've been building applications for a long time, and also on the you've been using low code platforms. And as a webinar focuses on exploring the future of application development. So, could you share us your insights on why low code is emerging as a leading, approach in this domain?
One thing I love about low code is that it opens the gates for everybody. So as long as you can work on a computer, as long as you know how to use a browser, you can build any complex application using low code platforms. So obviously it's like Excel file. So you start like creating a sheet and adding values to the rows and columns, and then you slowly empower yourself and start adding formulas like that. So like that, these low code platforms invites everybody to quickly create a database. So that's the most primary thing in a web application. So once they come in, and it also gives the level playing field. It doesn't have as long as you can spend time, as long as you can work on it. So you and I, we all get the same kind of features and everything. So we can just work on it. It's not like you have to be like aptitude wise. You have to have like super IQ and all that. No. So as long as you are smart enough to figure out that this is what I want and this is what I'm going to do. So that kind of level playing field, I love that about these low code platforms. And also it allows you to like quickly start the application, like 80% of the application at least, whatever you think about, you can just quickly finish it in like in a matter of days, if not hours. And then it doesn't stop there. So I mean, normally what happens is all these applications you start, and after that you will get stuck. After that, they will not allow you to extend that application to the next level. But with Zoho Creator, what you can do is you can add complex workflows. Like if you're developer enthusiast, you want to write some code, you want to design some advanced CSS, HTML design, or mobile native like responsive design, or and then so if you want to add those things, I mean, once you work on all this application, if you want to do that, you can also do that. It's not mandatory thing, but still, I mean, Zoho Creator gives you the default templates for everything. And you can also add your complex workflows, like integrating with all these third-party web applications and Zoho apps and everything. So those are the things, those approaches I really love about that. So it allows you to enter easily, and you have the easy and level playing field for everybody. And then once you have learned enough, you can also extend it with advanced business logic as well.
Perfect. Perfect. That's really good to hear, Ruben. So, you said like low code simplifies application development very easily. So for me personally, I don't come from a developer background also, so I'm a non-developer background person. So it has helped me also create applications very quickly. So what's your take for different diverse user personas here, maybe a professional developer or a non-professional like a non-developer? How is it low code platform helping these diverse personas?
Yeah, so that's the advantage Zoho Creator has, right? So I told you, so they have that level playing field. As long as you know, so for example, if you are a marketing person, forget about your work, so you have your everyday use case of, managing your expenses. That's like everybody will know what they want, as long as you know what they want, right? So you know what you want for your everyday expenses. You know what are your expenses going to be, so you can plan your expenses accordingly, or you can even do a forecast. So it doesn't matter whether you're a marketer or salesperson or an advanced developer. As long as you have that requirement, you can quickly come and build it. So so you can just drag and drop fields, and it's like magic happening in front of your eyes. It's actually too much technical work going on in the back end. I will explain more about it in the future conversation. But so it makes it easier, right? So you just drag and drop fields, and immediately you see the output, right? So if you take that expense app, be it a marketing person or advanced developer, you know what you want. You just drag and drop fields, and you create the tables and the reports, and workflows and everything. It's like super simple. So I think that's why you are also able to create um, applications without much training, or as long as you see all these onboarding. They also have that onboarding help and everything, so you can just follow everything. It's like game, right? So when you start a new game on your mobile app, take Candy Crush or anything, so you don't know what it's going to do. As long as they show you the onboarding process, okay, this is what it's going to do, then you know what to do. So like that, it's like a game. So you just drag and drop it. They just show you, okay, this is what it's going to do, and then you quickly build the application. It's like really super funny in that way.
Perfect, perfectly said, Ruben. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So, spilling a bit of secret to our audience that you have been a Zoho employee before. Can you elaborate a bit on your transition from, being a Zoho employee to founding AOBC Technologies and becoming a Zoho partner?
Yes. It's an interesting choice actually. I come from your kind of background. I come from a communication side. So I was supporting customers. When I joined the Zoho Creator team, especially, I was supporting the Zoho Creator customers in their technical questions or platform issues. So I was being the liaison between the development team and the customers. So I was helping them out. So my primary job was to like answer take the customers queries, and get the answers from the developers. So what Zoho Creator has done to me was, since it was easy, once they tell me like, so you drag and drop this field, and that's what it's going to do, then I started building a lot of applications. That really gave me confidence that I can also build like full-fledged, even an ERP system. ERP is like enterprise resource planning, like end-to-end business processes. So we can build a complete ERP system using Zoho. I worked at Zoho for like almost 5 years. So those 5 years of my experience in talking to customers and talking to the developers, they are like really helpful, and they taught us everything. So that gave me the idea of, okay, so we can build this kind of ERP system. And then then I got like, okay, fine, so we'll also go ahead and start doing this kind of ERP implementation on Zoho Creator platform. The product I love so much. Even when we quit the company, we can quit the product. That's the kind of affection it has on you. That the impact Zoho Creator has on you. It's like it cannot be described through words, because that product is like designed in such a way that you get attached to it like a life partner. So I'm glad that I got to work at Zoho Creator team personally. And it also helps me because whenever I talk to people and the customers, the new customers and everybody, it also gives me an advantage that I know what's going to happen behind the scenes and everything. So that gives me a clarity of, okay, so how to provide solutions on this ERP, on this Zoho platform for the ERP business and all that. So my journey has been excellent, and I really I would like to take this moment actually to thank my buddies at Zoho Creator team, everybody. I don't want to name any single person because everybody were close to me and are close to me. So but yeah, so I really thank everybody for giving me an opportunity to work with Zoho Creator as a partner as well. And it has been a splendid 15 years of journey for me with Zoho Creator.
Great to hear, Ruben. So moving forward, with the being a Zoho partner, what's your day-to-day responsibility as a Zoho Creator partner?
Yeah, so our primary role is identifying clients' needs. So that's where we spend most of our time because once we figure out what we are going to do, building apps in Zoho Creator, it actually takes like a day or two. Probably data migration takes some time, but building apps actually takes not more than a week. Actually, I have never spent more than a week on any complex application, to be frank. So that's the power of Zoho Creator. But data migration will take time, and but gathering requirements, that's the important part. So that's where we concentrate most of our time. So we talk to clients, we make sure that we got all the requirements. We spend like a week, sometimes sometimes even 2 weeks in gathering the right requirements, and obviously they will keep on adding more requirements later, but still we'll try to get like at least 90 to 95% of the requirements at the start itself. Once we get that, we'll come up with a documentation of how we are going to implement those things in phases in Zoho Creator platform, and we'll also give them the challenges in Zoho Creator, whatever I mean their licensing model. So whatever subscription they have to have, and if they are integrating with other Zoho apps or other third-party apps, sometimes even offline apps. So we give them the challenges and everything. So we spend most of our time in gathering requirements with clients. And in-house, officially, inside our company, what we do is we spend every day within a company, we spend like at least 30 to 40 minutes to go through the latest Zoho Creator features. And also we go through the community forums. We go through those forums, and we sit together and we analyze what they're talking about. So that way our guys will also know what are the most recent issues other customers are facing, or what are the challenges, and what are the new updates that Zoho has. We go through those things as a team actually. So we do that. And then we also have a game session. Okay, we built a lot of games inside Zoho Creator itself. So within Zoho Creator app, we have built like some kind of connections game, some roulette game, and those kind of games. We built a lot of games using Zoho Creator widgets as well as Zoho Creator HTML pages and all that. So we play we play games on every Friday. And then yeah, so that also, we use Zoho Creator for everything actually, for attendance, for leave, for all the process, and also even to play games. We use Zoho Creator. So the person who is hosting the game will share their Zoho Creator application, and then everybody will answer. And it's if possible, I will release it as a separate video as well.
Thank you. That's really interesting to know, right? You're not just using Zoho Creator platform or the local platform just for, solving the business needs of your customers, but also you're using it for your own purposes and, to play games or to develop more games for your teams and all. So that's really interesting to know. But uh, can you tell us a bit more about the applications you have built for your customers and how they are using it?
Yes. So we have customers ranging from a very small company like a one user company to like a 5,000, 10,000 employees, or that kind of big company. So we have clients ranging from every one. But the advantage of Zoho Creator is that so we have never spent more than a month in building that end-to-end application, like full time, the development time, right? So for everyone, so we have people using like a complete procurement, like material procurement, suppliers procurement, and that kind of application, asset management and everything. And then we have a complete accounting system processing through Zoho Creator, a complete project management for a construction company, a seating management for a big organization, and then for an insurance management, call handling and everything. So we have built all sorts of, I mean, healthcare, and we have worked with like all sorts of industries. Everybody has like all the departments covered, so starting from HR. Zoho offers a wide range of applications, but the challenge they face, they may face with other apps, they may not be able to extend the custom fields that they want, or custom interface that they want. Once they want to add like more fields, or some kind of like integrations, splitting the single form into multiple, single interface into multiple stuff, that kind of features may not be available in other apps. So what they do is they come to Zoho Creator. So we build the complete employee management, or asset management, even sometimes accounting as well, and then we integrate it to their accounting software, be it Zoho Books or other software. We integrate it to them, and also the employee onboarding, vendor onboarding, customer portal is something I love the most about Zoho Creator. So it allows external users to integrate, quickly add data, so we don't have to add them over and over again. So those kind of all our customers are using customer portal, and also this native mobile apps. A lot of customers are using that. So quickly building the native mobile apps. So we cover all departments. We have worked with like all the departments, accounting, HR, payroll, obviously, and then sales, marketing, support, everybody. So we have worked with everybody, and also design team for project management, development team for project management. Those kind of everybody uses Zoho Creator to manage their data processing, and also the data flow, the kind of blueprint, so they get notified about different stages of a particular task and all that. So we have worked, we have built like those kind of applications. We have also built like end-to-end ERP, from starting from sales, accounting, marketing, um, and then all the support, after sales support, and everything within Zoho Creator itself, so they can go through. And we split everything. We share each component, each module to different teams, and yeah, so we can do everything in Zoho Creators, and we are still doing that. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ruben, for sharing that. That's really interesting to know how Zoho Creator is available for businesses of all sizes, and for all verticals as well. Now, considering low code's importance in the application development, where do you envision low code evolving in the near future? Like, what challenges or adaptations do you think it needs to stay relevant?
Yes. So I think low code will be the future, because previously when you think about application development, right? People maybe in the few and in the old days, people were writing in like machine language, and then the assembly language, and then they came up with the programming language, and then frameworks. So I see low code platforms as a framework for building a web application. So this is one of the frameworks. So we consider low code platforms as a framework. And the advantage of low code platforms is that we don't have to worry about servers, database servers, application servers, the security, network latency, all those. We don't even have to, hear about those words. All we have to worry about is how we are going to, implement this particular feature into this. We don't have to worry about all the backend stuff that's going on behind our head, or behind the scenes. So that's something Zoho Creator is doing really well. And I think the challenges they will be facing is the different data centers, and then using that GDPR compliance and all that, because we have some customers who have like multinational corporations. So sharing the data between different data. So for example, .in domain versus .com domain, and then .com.au domain. So sharing the data between. So we are still managing that, but I think Zoho team will find a way to like smoothen those things out. And then so those kind of challenges they will have. And this AI era, era of artificial intelligence. So I think in the future, what I'm thinking is I will just type, I want application to do this, and Zoho Creator will give me an application with all these default modules and everything, and I can even type like, okay, take this field out, take that field out. I think Zoho Creator will get there. So that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, so we'll never know.
Perfect. As you're a fan of Creator, I'm a big fan of Creator as well. So, being you saying that Zoho Creator being your favorite low-code platform, and in the earlier conversation also you mentioned like they have been updates. Your team sits for a half an hour session every daily to fear explore the new features and enhancements. Is there any particular feature which you personally like?
I mean, yeah, obviously. So I have a lot of features that I like. So one thing is onboarding. If you take the onboarding of Zoho Creator, you can quickly. So as soon as you create an account, you have that easy to look at. I know the easy to look screen, and then you can either import. I mean, install from an list of applications, or you can quickly create an application. As soon as you create the application, they allow you to like drag and drop fields. As soon as you drag and drop field, it creates a backend database automatically. It's not it's not an easy. I'm like really surprised because I have that first-hand experience of building a full stack application from scratch using PHP or Node.js or Python, using PostgreSQL or MySQL for database, and then using a VPS for server, and then installing them on a Linux machine, and then maintaining those servers and all those things. So I know what's going on behind the scenes. So as soon as you drag and drop a field, they automatically create a backend table, database table, columns, and then all this, primary keys and all those, stuff. It's really like inspiring actually. And that, so for a user, it's like, and they just drag and drop field. Actually, I have a few employees at my office. They have no idea about web development, but they just love dragging and dropping the fields, and they just love it. They even play with it. They just drag and drop field, and they enjoy doing that. So that's the very impressive feature I have. I mean, I love. And then the reporting, so as soon as you drag and drop, they automatically create a default report, right? So the query report, normally in other system we have to like do all sorts of things, and we have to create a front end for that. Though Zoho Creator has that by set up automated. So as soon as you create it, it creates the report for you. And the performance wise, to be frank, this is the fastest application building platform I have experienced, because I have experience as a partner. I don't just work on Zoho Creator. I work with other companies as well. I don't want to name the companies, but I've worked with other companies. But comparatively, Zoho Creator is the fastest in performance as well as in the feature wise. It's the fastest performing application platform I have experienced in my life, in my 15 years of journey. And then also the importing and database querying and loading time of each pages. It's all like so fast. I'm really impressed. I mean, thanks to all the guys whoever is working on the performance side of things, for Zoho Creator, it's really impressive. And then yeah, and the feature I love the most is the customer portal, because you create the application and then you don't know how to take it to the front end, and Zoho Creator gives you the customer portal. So and you can like you can even have a rebranded customer portal as a mobile app. So that's really impressive. So we build that. So for a company, we build a application, and then we can rebrand it and deliver it as a mobile app, and their customers can sign up within that application. They will never have to know they are using Zoho Creator, but still it interacts with our application. They are all really impressive.
Thanks, Ruben. That really shows how big fan you are of Zoho Creator. So as we move forward, what are your key takeaways for industry professionals looking forward to evolve in this landscape, right? To use the low-code platform, and also what would be your advice to the upcoming developers who are entering this field?
Okay, for industry professionals, I would suggest that uh, keep using it for your personal use at least. I mean, you may not have time to explore all the features, so you just keep using it. I mean, even the free plan would suffice. You create a free Zoho account, and then use it for your everyday like expense tracker will be the common example. use it for your expense tracker, or a jewels tracker. You may have like a lot of jewels in your at home. Keep all your jewels with their current rate, or the grams and photos and everything, jewels tracker and those kind of things. Your home asset tracker, something like that. Use it for your personal use. That way you will know, you will always be in touch with that. And then for aspiring developers, I would suggest the same. Start using Zoho Creator for what what you understand. You may not have that business understanding of how a business runs, or all these features and all that. You don't have to, because we will all be still learning. After 15 years, I'm still learning about each businesses I talk to. So there is nothing wrong in not knowing things. So you start. So that's the first step. So you have to take the first step, start using it for your personal stuff. And then obviously there are a lot of Zoho Creator webinars. They are all free. And then community, I'm also active in community. I help out, and I post a lot of YouTube videos explaining how Zoho Creator works, how to use a particular feature in Zoho Creator and all that. I mean, I give a unique perspective about each feature. So like that. And in community, I would like to give a big heads up for like Damien and Gordon and Deepa and all those guys. They are like really active and helpful. So you guys can post questions on community and learn from, read all the questions first. So how it's going on, how people are using Zocred and all that. So you learn about that, and then you also get help from experienced people like us. And then yeah, so once you and I mean, once you learn about Zog, and it's also easy to learn, like we have been discussing. It's easy to get in, and it's easy to build applications. And once you start building app, keep using it. So as you keep on using it, then you will know, at least once a week. Just try it out. And if you want to be like a full-time Zoho developer, then that's an awesome choice actually. And go find a Zoho partner who can accommodate you. But before that, make sure that you have the basic Zoho things. You know the basic Zoho things, how Zoho works and all that. Once you learn that, it doesn't take much time. It's like I said, it's like learning a game, playing a game. If you have a game, how much time does it take for you to like learn a game, right? So you can quickly learn it in like 1 or 2 days. So it takes as much as time as that. I mean, as long as you are interested. I mean, at least to start with. And after that, you keep on practicing. At least in a matter of 3 months, you can become really solid developer. So that's all it takes. 3 months. That's the time I would give for any developer. But yeah, so for all the aspiring developers, good luck and welcome.
Awesome. That's a pretty interesting advice to the developers out there. So, as we conclude the section, one last question, Ruben. Any, one piece of mantra or one piece of advice that has guided you throughout this journey of, being an employee, founding ERBC Technologies, and the way, the long way you've made till here today. So, one piece of advice you would like to share with our audience?
Uh, yeah, so there are a lot, but few things I would say is being transparent. So we have to be, I mean, not like completely transparent, but at least we have to be honest. So that's what I learned from Zoho actually. So Zoho has always been honest to their customers about what's going on with their application platform. If there is a downtime, they will be like upfront about what's going on, why it has gone down, and they will apologize. They won't hesitate to apologize. So they will apologize. So that's the honesty. Like as a business person, we have to be honest to our clients, because they are our breadwinners. So they are giving us money. So we have to be honest to them. So that's the quality I love about Zoho, and I follow that as well. And then they keep it simple. So whenever some features, whenever they implement a feature, or whenever they introduce a new product, or whatever they do, they keep it simple, and they target a simple audience, and they slowly expand it. But so keeping it simple, so people also understand it quickly. So if you put like all the complex overwhelming features and all that, people don't understand. So that's something I love. So I do that simplicity and simple approach in my project delivery as well. So I learned those things from Zoho, and I'm copying those things. And also the way Zoho treats their employees, because I have that personal first-hand experience. It's like, if you have worked at Zoho, you can never work at anywhere else. That's the kind of experience they give you. So I would like to say that I also follow the same kind of process within my company. I would like to make sure that my employees are happy. So those are the things I actually I learned from Zoho. Probably that's why I'm still like stuck with Zoho Creator, and I think I'll always be a Zoho partner.
Awesome, awesome. That's good to hear. Thank you so much for your time, Ruben. This really was an insightful session where you shared your insights and thoughts on how low code is being the future of application development, and how a platform like Zoho Creators helped you and your customers in achieving incredible results. Thank you so much for being part of this panel. Thank you so much for joining us here. Please stay tuned for more webinar series like this. We have exciting events and exciting series and exciting training sessions coming forward this month. So please stay tuned and see you all there. Thank you so much.